And more updates on today's newsfeed. We're turning now to our regional report. The United States is pushing to convert the Kenya-led multinational force in Haiti into a UN peacekeeping mission following escalating gang violence that shut down Port-au-Prince's main airport this week. Gangs now control 85% of the capital, with violence surging after political infighting led to the firing of Haiti's interim prime minister. The United States has drafted a UN resolution to begin planning the transition, but Russia and China have raised objections, delaying the process. Currently, only 430 international officers are deployed out of a planned 2,500, with additional Kenyan forces expected soon. Funding remains a major challenge as the United Nations Trust Fund is critically under-resourced, falling far short of the $600 million needed annually for a full deployment. The situation is highlighting Haiti's worsening crisis since the 2021 assassination of President Jovenel Moïse, as the country continues to struggle with gang violence and rising civilian unrest. This marks the fourth major foreign intervention in Haiti, but past UN missions have faced controversies, including allegations of sexual assault and a deadly cholera outbreak. Returning now to our meteorologist for the territory's weather forecast, where rainy weather conditions are expected to continue.
I'm meteorologist Russ Murley with your WTJX local weather summary. A frontal boundary remains stalled just to our south and east, while high pressure continues to spread southward from the southern Bahamas. That ridge will keep things a bit more stable over the course of the next several days, although we will see an increase in shower activity again tomorrow night into Thursday. For marine interest, marine conditions have stabilized somewhat, although seas will still remain a bit rough and rip current risk will be elevated, particularly
The views and opinions expressed are entirely those of the on-air participants and do not reflect that of the station's board, management, staff, or underwriters.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Commissioner's Corner. I am your host, Dr. Dionne Wells-Hedrington, Commissioner of the Department of Education, and this is hosted by the Virgin Islands Department of Education. This is an avenue where we are able to showcase the great things that are happening in the Department of Education in an effort to keep our community abreast of who we are and what we're doing as we are transforming today's learners into tomorrow's leaders. You can catch us live on 93.1 FM and on our YouTube and Facebook page for VIDE and WTJX. So we look forward to being with you every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I want to say a big shout out to all the educators in the territory. The work of an educator is the work of the heart. And this week is American Education Week, and we celebrate all the phenomenal teachers who go above and beyond for our children. We appreciate each and every one of you for your commitment, for your dedication, for your passion, and for your love for the future generations of leaders for these Virgin Islands. And so with me is none other than our state Teacher of the Year. Welcome. Introduce yourself to the community.
Saludos a todos. Hello. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and happy American Education Week. And congratulations to all the wonderful educators in the Virgin Islands. And I'm Chaselle McConnell, your State Teacher of the Year, and it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Señorita McConnell.
Señorita McConnell, exacto.
All right. So I told her that someone told me that she might speak a little Spanish in between today. And so the person asked me, well, if she does that, what are you going to do? I would say translate, because I can understand, but I'm not confident enough to reply.
Pues practicamos juntas. We'll practice together.
We'll practice together, and I appreciate you for that. So let's talk a little bit about what it means to be a teacher in St. Croix Educational Complex.
Oh, it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, love. It's a joy, and it's something that we do from the heart. Mm-hmm. And I am fortunate to work with amazing educators at the St. Croix Educational Complex. We give it infinite percent. It's not a set number, because we're giving our all. Even on days that we have -0 to give, we're giving our all. And so I appreciate to be a part of that community and to learn from seasoned and novice educators. I enjoy the wisdom of the seasoned teachers, mm-hmm. and I enjoy the energy and the new ideas from our new teachers. So it's a joy and a lot of love and dedication.
How long have you been teaching now?
12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
And loving it.
Oh, I enjoy every day.
So I often reflect on the day we came to announce you as a district.
I got talking about that this week. I had one of my students send me a memory screenshot from that day.
Oh yeah.
So yes, today's Tuesday. It was yesterday.
Yes.
And she's like, Ms. McConnell, look, I got this in my memory. And I said, oh my God, thank you for sharing that. And it's so special that I got to embrace that and experience that with them. That's the most beautiful experience I've ever had in my 12 years.
And well deserved. And
Thank
you
you.
know, just walking into your classroom and just being able to witness the love and affection and, you know, the sense of family. You know, you're the teacher, but your students value you. They definitely love you. And when students love their teachers, they tend to go above and beyond for their teachers. So that's a great quality. I want to encourage you to continue to ignite that passion in the students as well. And we do understand that teaching is a work of the heart, because we're more than just the facilitators of knowledge and skills. We are molding the future generation. So talk a little bit about the whole child development and what you do as a teacher to ensure that all the different areas of a child's life are actually met.
Well, one of the principal things that I do in the beginning is we get to know each other. Mm-hmm. We get to do activities that we talk about our interests, our dislikes, who we are as a person. And I get to share with them a who am I presentation. I present my family. especially when we're learning about adjectives and the verb to be. I showed them a little anecdote about myself and my family. I showed them a funny picture of myself. So one of the most important things in meeting their needs and connecting with them is showing them that you're human.
Of course.
Laughing with them, crying with them. Most importantly, connecting with them as a human being and learning from them. So in their development, supporting their mental state, listening to them, asking them how are they doing, how was your weekend, what was exciting, what was not exciting, or they're having a rough day. So you also see their physical state. Are they sad? Are they happy? Are they excited? Today I got the good news that one of our seniors got accepted to like 10 colleges, and she shared it to everyone.
Nice.
So is establishing that confidence with them, allowing them to feel that they could trust you and come to you. And that's one of the things that's, I think, one of the secret ingredients of teaching is connecting with them and building those bonds with them. I know there's the academics, but you could do so much by connecting with them. Like today we had a hard talk in one of my classes, and I told them, guys, I'm going to be interviewed today and I'm having a hard talk with you. So being human with them and giving them, the hard talk, that discipline. And I said, look, I know you guys know more. I know you could produce this information. I trust you. I'm not too happy today, but I know that we could get it together. And once they saw me, the serious, they see every phase of me. And I'm fortunate that they give me grace and they support me and they allow me to be human with them and to learn from them. So we had that hard talk and we went into the lesson and it was beautiful. Right. And then, some of them were like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, claro que sí, you could ask me a question. Just because we had that hard talk today doesn't mean that I don't love you guys. But I know you guys are much more smarter than me. You have so much information. And it's just to learn how to gather that information from them and having those conversations with them and connecting in a deeper level. For me, that's been the secret ingredient in all of this. And the connections I've formed are years. I had a student who works with Senator Fred Gregory, and she came to visit me the other day. She graduated 7 years ago, and the kids were like, who's that? Why is she hugging you? I'm like, are you guys jealous? And and it's just that connection. She was one of my first set of students, and I was so grateful that they get to see. And they're like, she's an older person. I'm like, yes. So for me, meeting all those cognitive levels, for me, the secret ingredient has been connecting with them and hearing them out and showing them love and learning with them, and they teaching me and I teaching them.
Right. So, we've been adopting many models throughout the years, and, we've had the opportunity to send, teachers away for training. And so we've been at the Model Schools Conference, and one of the things that they teach us at the conference is about relationships, relevance, and rigor. But none of that relevance and rigor can occur
without the relationships.
So just based on your energy and based on what I witnessed, you definitely have the relationship down pat. And one of the things that our children like is they need to know that you care, and our children like structure. So when you have to have those hard talks, that's okay, because they know that it's coming from a place of sincere love and motivation and encouragement, because you can see the potential in the children. Sometimes they can't see within themselves. And part of what we do as educators is develop the whole child. And so sometimes our children are not supported from home, unfortunately. And so they come to school and they're looking for that extrinsic motivation. And part of what we do is try to build them up from inside, so that you don't need me to say, hey, great job. You say it to yourself, hey, I did an awesome job on this. Look at what I did by myself. And today I had the opportunity of joining the governor and some of my colleagues at a presentation where students who are enrolled in the 21st Century program at Lockhart K-8 actually participated in an essay contest for the Department of Tourism in partnership with the cruise lines. And two of our students came out as top. One on the senior level was first place, and on the junior level was second place. And what I learned from that particular presentation was when I was thinking that they were competing against students from around the Caribbean, they were competing, yes, with students around the Caribbean, but Central America and also the US. And so our children are well educated in our public school system. And so we only get those products because of the dedication of teachers like you. So again, thank you to you and the teachers for what you do. You go above and beyond. I had the opportunity to see you at the Ag Fair last year. Can you talk a little bit about your project and how is that going?
Well, it's going great. We're actually restructuring and rebranding this semester. So hopefully by December 6th, which our school will be hosting a homecoming, we'll be able to launch our renewed program. But our initiative is called Stick with a Smile. It's a group of high schoolers and myself. We started with junior achievement, and the program entails a group of students creating a business plan that meets the need of a community. And at the time, our students were focused on meeting the mental needs of their peers. So we came up, they're like, well, everybody loves a sticker. Right now, they're decorating their phones with stickers. They're decorating their Stanley cups with stickers. So why not do a sticker company that fosters mental health, and it's called Stick with a Smile. So spreading positivity one sticker at a time. And so at the Ag Fair, we were able to do our pre-lunch, and we conducted a survey with high school students locally and nationally because we had visitors from the States. We were also praised by former junior achievement presidents who were like, oh my God, this is such a great initiative. And I'm so happy that you're fostering the mental needs of the youth. And it's a great idea. And they participated in our Lucky Dip, which is a fundraiser activity for the company. And we showcased our prototype stickers. And that was in February. And in March, we launched our website.
Okay.
And part of our mission is not only creating stickers that boost happiness and positivity, but we also want to be of service to the community. So we proposed to do workshops, community workshops.
Okay.
And we also, because Stick with a Smile was such a catchy phrase, and even the governor said, well, why don't you put your logo on the lollipop when he came on a lollipop? Because, stick with a smile. And they were like, yeah, well, we like the stickers too. So in April, May, one of my students, because I involved, not only is this an after school program with the 21st century, and with junior achievement, they do compete nationally. We were not able to compete. However, we decided to continue with our program this semester. And so not only did my junior achievers create stickers, but I included my students with a lesson to do the same thing and contribute.
Okay.
And one of my students at the time, I said, look, we need a song. We need a Stick with a Smile song. And so I went to our music teacher, Mr. Hendricks, and he's like, let's go.
Okay.
So we created our Stick with a Smile song, thanks to to Maestro Hendricks, and our current senior, Akira Harper, and Ijanai Hansen. He wrote the lyrics. And the two seniors that graduated last year, Ferdinand is the last name, but I don't remember. Ryan Ferdinand. Yes, Ryan Ferdinand created he did the beat for Stick with a Smile. Okay. So if you go to my teacher page, so that's that's been a beautiful accomplishment for the initiative, the platform. And in September, we did our first community workshop at UVI.
How was that?
Oh, it was a beautiful and relaxing experience. It was therapeutic. It gave the students an opportunity to practice their public speaking, and it was completely student-led. And one of the most touching moments for me, our students are amazing.
They are.
They're creative. They take on leadership roles, and they're such confident individuals, and sometimes I doubt myself, and just seeing them flourish, it builds my confidence. Like, oh my God, I wish I was like you when I grow up. And they're like, Ms. McConnell, you're already grown up. So we got to UVI and we had no tech person, but we do have a tech person at Stick With a Smile. It's a 10th grader, Joshua Daniel. So I'm like, Joshua, we don't have anybody to set up. He's like, don't worry. In 10 minutes, he set up everything, the 2 screens, the mic, the display. And I was in awe about how brilliant and creative our students are and how much they possess. And we just need to be that channel to cultivate that and just to, open that creativity and let them flourish and feel confident. So we had Maya and Zahir. They both presented different sections, and then the lovely Danica David, who's an artist, she led our. What we did for that workshop is it was a therapeutic session where we taught it was a PD for our community members to learn how to channel their negative emotions by thinking with counteracting them with positive thoughts. So Zahir, he did a worry box where everyone put all their worries in a worry box. And then we also had them think positively, and we did a positive wall. So they all had things that made them happy, and they shared things that made them happy. And for the artistic ability, so now we've created digital stickers, but our community members, they were charged to create artistic, creative manual stickers with the idea of gifting it to someone else of the community, so that not only did your message give you a boost of confidence or positivity, but you gifted it to somebody else. So it was a beautiful experience.
What were some of the things that they wrote on their stickers?
Some of the things they wrote, so some of the seniors said that I'm so excited to graduate. Oh, my friends make me happy. Others spoke about their family, or they use the term smile in most of them, or some of them were artistic. Like, so we had little kids that drew just happy pictures. And then so those are some of the things that they said in the sticker workshop. We had pictures of them on our Stick With a Smile page on our website and my teacher page. And then after that workshop, we were invited to Alfredo Andrews. And we did a Stick With a Smile workshop at a ESL class, thanks to Senora Asensio and Resto. So we did the same concept what we did with the community, but with the
babies.
Oh, that was beautiful. So they didn't use words, but they used images.
Of course.
And then when it came to the time to share the stickers, I left with 4 stickers on myself, and each of our junior achievers left with a sticker each. And it was such a beautiful experience because I did the workshop in Spanish and my junior achievers did it in English, but then the little ones would teach the Spanish to the junior achievers.
Nice.
So it was a beautiful experience, and we're proposing to do more community workshops. So for next semester, we're going to open 1 Thursday a month. We're inviting all the elementary and junior high schools to see if they would like to have us do a sticker and smiles workshop at their school. We would love to come. So that flyer is forthcoming.
Okay, and we definitely need to advertise more through our channels as well, so, especially when you're doing the community outreach, because all of us can benefit from just centering ourselves and, removing all of the negative rhetoric, because this world is full of negativity, and really embracing that positivity. And sometimes it's very difficult for adults to do. And just having the medium that allows for that, especially through children, can do wonders.
Yes.
So that is a wonderful, wonderful initiative. And I encourage you to just let it grow and blossom into even stuff that you didn't expect might be on the horizon, because it is definitely something that's needed in our community.
We're going to launch our Crucian Christmas stickers soon. So stay tuned for that. So they're working on that. But yes, we're excited. After our first community workshop, they were so excited. They're like, Miss McConnell, I want to do this again. I said, of course, let's do it. So when we were invited to Alfredo, we did it with the little ones. I said, so do you feel comfortable? Yes, let's do it again. So we're super excited.
The more they do it, the more they will become more of facilitators.
Yes.
And you just would sit down and they wouldn't even ask you a word because they're going to take control. And there's so many teachable moments just by what you're doing, and even incorporating the music and the art into it. There's so many disciplines that have come together to make this work. This is awesome.
It's changed our school culture. We play the song every morning as they come in. So I've heard kids that they'll soon be my students, maybe in upcoming years, but they're like, stick, 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 stick with a smile. I'm like, they're singing it, so it's catchy.
It's catchy.
So I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of our students. I'm super grateful for the contributions of our educators who supported me, because it's been a group. It's been a team effort, and I'm happy that they have embraced the love and the purpose of this message is, which no matter what, always stick with a smile. And then it's become a catchphrase. Like even the kids, when they see that I'm not having a good day, or they're like, are you okay? Why are you so serious? Stick with a smile. So it's become a slogan, and I'm grateful for that.
That's good. They're keeping you in check too.
Yes. Yes.
Leave it to children. What grade levels is it? Is it a mixture of
It's
students?
a mixture. It's a mixture. They were first 9th graders. Now they're 10th graders. We have seniors in the mix. So sadly, they'll be, I'm happy for them. They're going to be branching off. So they're graduating. So we have four students, 4 of them that are seniors. And then the 4 is 2 9th graders and 2 10th graders. So we're going to continue
to grow.
To grow.
Yeah.
And we added 2 new members to the team this year.
You'll see it grow.
It will.
You'll see it grow and blossom. Are there any other initiatives that you're working on with your students?
For right now, we're trying to see if we could branch our stickers to our local stores.
Okay.
And today we were discussing, what would be our contribution to the community? Would you like to donate some of the proceeds to an organization, or to support a local nonprofit organization? So that's something that we're working on. So our goal for next semester is not only to do our community workshops, but to see our stickers in the stores, and for them to have that business aspect and the accounting and the production phase of it, and have that experience. And also I've included my students in it. It's a project with my students. They create stickers. So they also contribute to the sticker making, and then we either showcase their stickers around the school via a poster, and we use our stickers during our Smarter Balance testing to give them a boost of confidence, and also to do acts of service. So they're in charge of gifting their stickers a positive message to someone else in Espanol. So they're learning they're getting a positive message in 2 languages.
Of course,
so
they're learning in the mix.
So it's not only to foster a positive message, but also to foster learning as another language. And Spanish is the second most spoken language in the world. And believe it or not, we're all Spanish speakers. There's more than 20,000 words that are the same in English. So some of the times, the translating, I don't need to do it. I'm like, today one's like, what does that word look like? Humor. I said, well, it means humor. So you know Espanol. So yes.
I love that. So when you came in, and we were just briefly talking before we started live, you were mentioning some upcoming activities at your school. Can you share with the public what's on the horizon at St. Croix Educational Complex?
So this Thursday, our class of 2025, our exotic class of 2025 is going to do their intro night.
Okay.
So they're going to introduce themselves to the world, their future selves to the world. So please support. It's at 6:00 at the St. Croix Educational Complex. On December 1st, we have Miss and Mr. SCEC. And in January, our drama teacher, who's also part of the 21st Century program, will be having Ash Girl in January. So that's forthcoming as well. We'll have the music department is also going to have a activity in December, and so stay tuned for those wonderful things on our page.
And it's so important that as a community, that we come into our schools to support our students, not just the families, but our children belong to us as community.
Yes.
And they look forward to that support from the community at large. So please, if you're available, go and see the children.
Yes, they're
as they
excited.
introduce their future selves. And what I love about Intro Night is the different careers that they have chosen and how many of them actually manifest into those
Yes,
professions
yes.
is profound. And I love when we're able to reflect as they become adults and finish college and become successful and come back and share with you the impact that you have had on their lives. And for me as an educator, that is the most rewarding experience when my students come back, who are all grown, have their children now in school, and talk to me about words that I said that I didn't even know impacted them, did. And so teachers' job is so instrumental in shaping and molding the lives of our children. And it's not something that we take lightly because the community has entrusted us and we have a responsibility to make sure that our children are prepared for life. So this show goes very fast.
I know.
And so I need you to wrap up. What would you like to leave with the community?
I would like to say, stick with a smile.
All
Primero,
right.
pégate con una sonrisa. Like I always say, continue smiling at the world and the world will smile back at you. Thank you, educators, for all that you do. Thank you for creating those smiles in our students' faces that we see every day. And you're amazing. Y mucha gracias. And thank you, Commissioner, for having me here today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. And I just want to say this to the community. You know, in my conversations with the students as I travel from school to school, and, you know, I asked them, how many of you want to be teachers? No hands raised. No. So a couple of them told me this last round of visits that if I raise the starting salary to 80,000, they will consider becoming teachers. So I have to talk to the governor and the future governors of the Virgin Islands because they need to be paid, and we need to have our own homegrown teachers in the territory. So as we wrap up, I want to thank the community for joining us every Tuesday at 5:30 here on the Commissioner's Corner, sponsored by the Virgin Islands Department of Education. You can catch us on the YouTube and Facebook page for VIDE and WTJX. Congratulations as we salute all the educators around the world, but especially here in the Virgin Islands Department of Education. Have a blessed evening, everyone.
The views and opinions expressed are entirely those of the on-air participants and do not reflect that of the station's board, management, staff, or underwriters.